Hi guys, I'm at Wilson Botanical Gardens, just having a stroll, walk around. So what I want to talk about today is basically being an introvert and being a lone wolf. So my personality type is an INFP. I'm supposed to be like an artist or a poet or like a teacher or psychologist, right? But for some reason I chose to do engineering. Focus. Stop. Yeah, I chose to do engineering. So with INFPs, the thing with INFPs is that they're not meant to be logical, they're meant to be creative and artistic, but they can still find themselves in logical areas or technical areas, because INFPs are basically, if they have a passion for it, or if it lines up with their personal values, then they'd be drawn to it. So in terms of engineering itself is not attracted to me in terms of the pure mathematics. Like, I used to be, well, I still am not the greatest, but in terms of maths, it's not my best field. But the aspect of engineering where you create things, you make things, that's what has drawn me to that field. So the number crunching doesn't really go too well with me, but that's why I'm drawn to creative things and doing a lot of different things, different hobbies. It's good to have one focus, but you know, being a creative person sort of motivates you to do other things as well. Now, as an introvert, how do I cope with being an introvert? Well, as you can see, pretty much a lone wolf. Well, most of the time. Go down here. Let's go down here. It's a bit dark, but that scenery. As I was saying, pretty much a lone wolf, but I need my space and relaxation time away from interaction with people to recharge. I can socialize, but over time I get drained. So, and I do well with one-on-one interactions. Right now I'm trying to improve my communication skills with others, and I find that if I focus just speaking to one person at a time, that works best, because introverts generally tend to do better with one-on-one, but with a group of people, they tend to do really bad. They do worse when speaking in front of groups of people. Another reason why is because introverts are mostly in their head most of the time. They're stuck in their head. And like, there's a saying, I don't know, but there's a saying that introverts tend to be really smart. I don't think introverts tend to be smart. It's just that they seem to sound smart because they filter out what they're about to say. So all the stupid things that are stuck in their brain, circling in their brain, never get out. It never gets out of and spoken out loud, because they're always self-analyzing themselves and self-critical. They're probably worse. They're probably bigger critics to themselves than to others, I should say. That's why I generally, introverts most likely would have the the thing called, what was it called? Let me just remember what it was called. Imposter syndrome, yeah. So introverts usually have imposter syndrome because they believe that what they do isn't good enough. But I think that's what makes them, better in a way, because they sort of look at it like in a different lens. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. It's like the first time me vlogging in public, but I'm gonna get used to it. You're gonna see me walking around more with the camera. Hopefully, like, I'm starting off small. That's why I'm going to like the Wilson Botanical Garden so that I get used to vlogging in front of people. Oh, that's another thing. As an introvert, to get used to communicating, like, start small. Like, start with small groups and build your confidence up. It's not natural for us to, like, I don't know. Yeah, so it's a progression, but generally introverts, they tend to be perfectionists. Hopefully this is not too, hopefully there's not too much movement on the camera.